What's up, creepers? Welcome to Phin and Bryn Spoops.
I'm Bryn.
And I'm Phin.
And today we are breaking down the movie
Scream.
1996. Wes Craven and Kevin Williamson.
Woo, that intro.
So Scream is a very popular movie amongst people my age, and
well, I love it too.
yeah, but it's so 90s. Isn't it so 90s, Finn?
It is.
Did you get some serious Buffy vibes from that? Yeah, it came out a year before Buffy did.
Someone had some Buffy pants.
They had some,
Buffy pants.
yeah. We have a lot of really big stars from the 90s in this. We have Drew Barrymore starts it all off. She is Casey at the beginning. Yeah, and we have Neve Campbell from Party of Five, of course, and we also have, let's see, Matthew Lillard, who is Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah.
We have Skeet Ulrich playing
He only had to use 0.5% of his power.
Right. We have Jamie Kennedy playing Randy, and we have, let's see, Rose McGowan playing Tatum. And not to forget Courtney Cox playing Gail Weathers and David Arquette playing Detective Dewey, or Deputy Dewey. Sorry about that, guys.
Doofus. Deputy Doofus.
Yes. So how's it start, Finn? Drew Barrymore, Casey.
She's getting a call.
She's
making popcorn.
She's making popcorn because she's getting ready to watch.
And oh look, ring-a-dee ring. It's a phone call.
This is the first time we hear Ghostface in the movie, and Ghostface,
which is interesting because other slasher movies you never really
hear their voice, right? That is
like
new.
Michael,
right?
Jason, Freddy. You can't. Freddy Krueger.
Freddy never shuts up. Freddy never shuts up.
Never.
Which was also a Wes Craven movie, so he likes his blabbermouth slashers.
Oh, and I don't even think Leatherface can talk.
Whatever.
He's grunts.
Anyways, Drew Barrymore gets a phone call from Ghostface, and she doesn't know who he is. She thinks it's a prank call. He keeps calling her, and she's making the popcorn. She tells him that she's getting ready to watch a scary movie, and he wants to know if she likes scary movies, and she says she does, so he decides he's going to quiz her.
Yeah, this quiz time. Oh, and then no, he says she's like, I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah, he asked if she has a boyfriend. She says no, she doesn't. So then when he starts getting really mean to her, she says she does have a boyfriend, and he says, "Is this him?" And you turn on the light on the patio, and there's her boyfriend, and he
beat up, tied up to
the chair.
Oh no!
So he asks her what was the name of the killer in the Halloween movies.
Michael Myers.
Takes her a little bit to get there, but she finally gets there.
Yeah,
he asks her who the killer is in the Friday the 13th movie.
Oh, and what does she go to? Jason Voorhees.
Yes.
But no, it's Mrs. Voorhees. It's Mrs. Voorhees. What's her name?
Pamela. Everybody knows
That's a weird
that.
name.
Pamela?
I just say Mrs. Voorhees because Pamela.
Pamela Voorhees.
I would never, ever get that.
So
I'd just say Mrs. Voorhees.
Right. Does he give her a third? Does he end up with a third question? I can't remember.
Oh, that's a wrong question.
Wrong answer. So what does he do?
Oh, guts.
Guts, Steve. Oh no, Casey. Blood, blood, blood.
Another question. If you get this right, maybe you'll live or not.
What was the question though? I don't even remember. I didn't write the last question down.
What was the question?
I don't know. She did tease about how she doesn't like it when she actually ends up going outside.
Hair in your mouth.
She ends up going outside.
Yeah.
And her parents pull up.
But she's just been stabbed. She's like,
yeah. He kills her when she's still holding the phone, and her parents they're trying to call the police, and they can hear her on the other line, and she's dying.
oh my God.
And when they leave, she's hanging from the tree. Poor Casey. Poor Steve. We are body count 2. So then we cut to the next morning.
Do I have to edit in body count?
It's the same night,
How about
right?
let's just do fingers?
Yes.
Body count 2.
Body count 2.
Because we need to get this out.
All right, whatever.
It's
Neve
late.
Campbell and Skeet Ulrich, who play Sydney and Billy. Billy is sneaking into Sid's room. And we get our first movie references. We love our movie references. Well, not our first ones, but they do reference right away Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and Exorcist so far. That's the ones we've gotten so far. So that is, I think,
Star-Lord. She's gonna knock down the light.
4 movie references. She's fine. Okay. 4 movie references. Billy wants an R-rated relationship with Sydney, but she wants to keep it
PG.
13.
13. PG 13.
The next morning he leaves because she's like, you're not going to put your hand in my panties, sir. So she kicks him out. And the next morning everybody gets to school and the whole school's in an uproar because Casey and Steve have been murdered. In fact, Sydney says, oh my gosh, she sat next to me in like English. And what does Tatum say? Not anymore.
It's Star-Lord, get out of the box.
Rose McGowan, man. 100% Rose McGowan there. So, let's see. So we get to meet our 5 core kids in this movie. We have Matthew Lillard playing Stoop, Jamie Kennedy playing Randy, Rose McGowan playing Tatum, and then we have Sydney and Billy, Nev Campbell and Skeet Ulrich. And that is our core 5. And it's always important to have a core 5 because, hey, what did we learn in Cabin in the Woods? Archetypes. Archetypes are very, very important. You know, your virgin, your whore, your warrior, your scholar, and your fool.
Who's the scholar?
Who's the scholar? Randy. He knows everything about horror movies. Yeah, and we got our warrior, Billy.
And then
we got our fool, Stu. Sorry, Matt. Love you so much. Mwah. Love Matthew Lillard, but he is the fool in this movie. Can you get that cat out? She's making a lot of noise.
Get out, cat. Get.
We have a terrible cat.
She's trying to get in this box, and there's stuff in the box.
Gosh. Okay. So they're discussing the murder, and we also discover that Sydney's mother was murdered the year before, raped and murdered. I hated that they had to add that in there, but whatever, Wes Craven. We know how much you love your rape. Last house on the left. So.
I see.
Yeah, it is. Ghostface calls Sydney. So quick already. Yeah, Ghostface calls Sydney. He tries the same crap he did on Casey. She calls him on his bluff. She says she doesn't like it when people, when girls act so stupid in horror movies, like run upstairs when they should be running out the front door. She does say that.
Then,
he makes illusions that he's the one that killed her mom and blamed Cotton, who went to jail for it. And he attacks her when she goes back into the house because she's outside thinking it's Randy. She thinks it's definitely Randy, but it's not Randy. She fights back. Sydney is a bad bitch, and she fights back. Phin noticed she does end up running up the stairs.
Because the door is like, yeah, she closed the door and locked it. She couldn't get it open, so she ends up running up the stairs.
She tries to call on her phone, but it is dead, so she can't make a phone call out. So she actually gets on the computer and she makes a 911 call. Boom, Ghostface leaves. As soon as she does that, Billy comes in the window. Oh, Billy! Oh my God.
How'd you get there?
Right, and he drops his cell phone out of his pocket, right? So Phin immediately says, Billy freaking did it.
Billy sus, dude. Billy freaking sus.
So she gets really scared of Billy and she goes running down. She's going to leave the front. She's going to go out the front door like she always says that a girl should do. She opens the front door and Deputy Dewey is right there by the door.
Deputy
Doofus. Give Dewey a break.
He is deputy. He has that mustache, though. That mustache.
It's an epic mustache.
What kind of mustache is it? Does it count as a handlebar mustache?
Nope, it's just like a math teacher mustache.
Is it just beep, beep, beep? That cat's always there when we're filming. It's weird.
Courtney Cox, she gets really mad because what's his name? Her camera guy wasn't fast enough for her, so she gets really pissed off and tells him to move his lard ass next time faster.
His fat tub of lard.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah. And who was that? What was his name? Kenny. Kenny the cameraman, of course.
Oh no, they killed Kenny.
So she gets mad at him
Kenny.
because she's, the cops are all there and everybody's in front of Sydney's house. And Courtney Cox was the one that's been covering her mom's murder and is writing a book about her mom's murder. And so obviously Sydney hates her. She is Gail Weathers.
Oh wait, not yet.
She is a reporter.
Not a whoops yet.
Nope, not yet.
So
they take
before the school.
It'll get there. It's in my notes. So Courtney, they go to the police department and they can't find her dad. Her dad was supposed to be on a business trip and they can't find him at the hotel he was supposedly staying at.
Oh no! Whatever shall he do?
So Sydney goes home with Tatum and Dewey because Tatum's her best friend and Dewey's his brother, her brother, and Tatum's brother. And Gail and Sydney get into a little bit of an altercation outside the police department when Gail asks her something, and Sydney punches Gail in the face. Easy there, Commander Shepard. What the heck? My goodness. All right. So when they get to Tatum's house, Ghostface calls Sydney at Tatum's house, which is weird because they have Billy in custody. So it can't be Billy. Can't be Billy. He's in custody.
Oh no.
So Ghostface tells Sydney that she accused the wrong guy. It wasn't Billy. So I guess they're broken up now. I don't know, because she accused her boyfriend of, murder.
An attempted murder on her.
Gail insists that Cotton, played by Liev Schreiber, so hot and sexy Liev Schreiber, did not kill her mom, and she's been maintaining that Sydney was wrong in accusing Cotton because Gail thinks he did not do it. Gail's right.
Oh my God.
They make a Candyman reference. Boom, 5 movies. So far, someone runs through the school in a Ghostface costume.
The frick, dude.
Rude. So,
Just box him in the face. Whoops.
she has a reunion with Billy because she went to school the next day after she gets attacked by a Ghostface like you do.
Like you do.
Billy and Sid have it out in the hallway because he's like, you accused me of, trying to kill somebody, and she's like, well, I thought you did.
Kill me. I mean, you're pretty sus back there, dropping the phone and everything.
So, I think they might be on their way out. So,
What color would he be?
what color?
There's colors in Among Us.
I don't know. So, the principal,
weird.
played by Henry Winkler, otherwise known as the Fonz,
Or
who's
Mr.
by-
Mr. Choppy. He has big scissors. Like, the scissors look like they're for like cutting friggin' bushes.
Mr. Himbry, the Fonz, is big mad at the dudes that were running through the hallway wearing the Ghostface
That's his big mad time.
costumes. Yeah, he was really, really mad. And while he's yelling at them, Ghostface attacks Sydney in the girls' school bathroom.
Oh my God.
After a really long scene of girls being really super mean in the girls' bathroom.
Yeah.
Girls need to, you know what?
Oh,
You
she
need
just wants attention.
Girls need to back each other up. Stop being mean.
That's
Okay.
why I'm like, is that what it's like in girls' bathrooms?
It is.
It's
So
okay.
he decides that he's calling school out. School is not going to be in session anymore because it's gotten out of control. So Fonzie closes the school and everybody's like, "You school's out for summer." They're all happy. So, so he's at the school by himself, and Fonzie is seriously spooking himself. He's starting to hear things. He's like poking in the closet.
And he looks
He's
in the mirror,
getting
he's like-
scared, and he looks out. He has
his big
He
scissors.
looks out of the office door and he looks into the hallway of the school, and there's a janitor. Just like Freddy Krueger.
Even down to the hat. Down to the hat.
Ghostface kills the Fonz, body count 3.
Freddy Krueger.
We get a Howling reference that is now 6 movies referenced. Randy and Stu and Billy are at the video store, and like it's hopping. Everybody's renting a video, and Randy
Especially
thinks,
the horror.
yeah, Randy thinks it's in poor taste that Billy is hanging out in the horror section.
Sus.
So
No, that's even more sus.
more sus. Okay, so Stu and Randy are arguing about the fact that Randy kind of thinks that Billy might have done it, and
Just say white sus.
stop.
No.
Randy thinks that Billy did it, and Stu is defending Billy because he's the fool and he follows Billy. They reference Prom Night at the video store. That's 7 movies. And Terror Train, which was the movie I could not remember when we were talking about Halloween. So that's 8.
8.
That's 8 movies that they've referenced. Billy confronts Randy about accusing him. So he gets really in his face about it. He's kind of scary, Billy. He's a little bit scary because Randy's kind of a nerd. He's a horror movie nerd, but he's still a nerd. And there's a scene that I've always appreciated, and as an adult I appreciate it even more, during the curfew shutdown. The whole town is shutting down, everybody's closing their businesses, locking doors, people are getting up from the park and taking off, and it's giving this very abandoned vibe to the city. And I really appreciate it. It gave a real good sense of place, I think. Yeah?
I need more scenes like that in my mini movie. Like, it's mostly just action. We need filler scenes.
They also reference the town that dreaded sundown because of this scene, and that is 9 movies so far. So all of the kids in town, since there is a curfew, they decide to have a house party. Because why not?
Even though there's a murderer on the loose and stuff.
Yeah.
Because
whatever.
Big brain time, and it might be one of them.
Deputy Dewey.
There is an imposter among us.
Deputy Dewey drops off because he's a great cop. He drops off Tatum and Sid, and then he notices that Courtney Cox's news van is out there, so he goes to talk to her.
Oh yeah, didn't they have a thing earlier?
A moment.
Oh yeah.
A moment. They end up getting married later on in real life. I'm not sure if they get married in the movies, but they get married in real life, and they have a kid named Coco, and now they're broken up, and we're all much more relaxed about it.
It's fine.
So, anyways, David Arquette and Courtney Cox, he decides he's going to take her into the party so she can meet the kids. And everybody's like, oh my God, Gail Weathers is here. And Tatum's like, are you freaking kidding me? Sydney's right here. You guys are like so bad at this.
There's cop. No one's like, there's cop here. He's like, you're underage. So he takes it and he's like, I'm just kidding, party.
He's a terrible cop. I love Dewey, but he's a terrible, terrible, terrible cop. And we all have to acknowledge that the fact is that David Arquette is awful at it. There we go, surprise guest star, Josh.
Yeah.
Tatum needs to go into the garage and get some more beer. So she goes into the garage and she gets some more beer, and she gets.
Mention those Buffy pants.
I don't care about the Buffy pants. Would you stop bringing it up? She gets totally spooked by a cat. Cat
Again,
went.
I'm not gonna edit that in.
God.
What? We need to get this
so
done
lazy.
fast. That means I need to find this exact.
So Tatum is locked in the garage, and she can't get out. And Ghostface is there. There's an "I Spit on Your Grave" reference. So that's what, 10? We're up to 10 movies. I think 10 or 11.
But we're at
She
like
actually
9.
also she thinks it's one of the kids from, I think she thinks it's Randy or somebody else from inside. She actually she coins the term Ghostface in this scene, which, yay, here we go, we got a name for him. She tries to get out the cat door when she realizes that this is real because he's going to stab her. So she tries to get out the cat door of the garage. This is everybody's favorite scene in the whole movie because then he opens up the garage while she's halfway out and she gets mushed. Crushed.
Crunch.
And then Billy shows up at the front door at the party all of a sudden, and Phin,
Hey.
what does he say?
Brown sus.
He's very sus. Can you not give the Among Us references because I don't get them? Okay.
You're so mean.
Okay.
Well, the sus is also a reference to Among Us.
Okay. Well, he's very suspect.
She's just mean.
So we get another movie reference to Leatherface. That is now 12, I think we're at. Yeah, 12. Body count is now 4.
It's actually not that many.
It's not so far, no.
bad at killing people.
Billy and Sid have a moment in the bedroom.
Ooh.
There is a Silence of the Lambs reference. That's 13. They're all watching, all the kids downstairs are watching Halloween with Randy, and Randy gives the rules. The rules. Rule number 1, never have
Sex.
Never have sex. Number 2, no alcohol or drugs. 3, never say
I'll be right back.
Never say it, folks. Never say it.
Because you're not coming back.
Dewey sneaks up
I'll be right
on
back.
Gail. Dewey sneaks up on Gail and Kenny, the cameraman.
Boo.
And he invites her to go check out a disturbance with him because he heard that there is a car down the road that looks like Sydney's dad's car, which he's been missing Sydney's dad. So
Yes.
Dewey and Gail start making out when she saves his life, because all these kids found out that their principal is dead, so they all want to go see the dead body, because of course they do. And they almost run them over. So Gail pushes Dewey out of the way, and they roll down a hill, and he's
I thought it
on
was
top of
Dewey
her.
that grabs her and
No,
jumps.
she grabs Dewey. I noticed. I was like, oh, of course she did. So she saves him, and he lands on top of her, and they start making out. And then they find Sydney's dad's car. Oh, and then Billy and Sid hook up. They have sex. They broke rule number 1.
Number 1.
So in their bedroom,
And all those kids are drunk.
yeah, all those kids were drunk. Ghostface shows up and he stabs Billy. Oh my God, Billy's not it.
Dead body reported.
Sid gets a chance. She gets chased by.
Not reported.
No, Sid gets chased through Randy's house by Ghostface. Randy is drunkenly telling them, Jamie Lee Curtis, to look behind you. Look behind you, just look behind you, because we've already reviewed this movie and we know that, he uses his core strength, Michael Myers, and he sits up. And she doesn't see him behind him walking up, and he's yelling, look out, look out, look out. While this is happening, while Randy is telling Jamie Lee Curtis to look behind her.
Ghostface is behind him.
Ghostface is behind him, and they have...
The news van has a camera in there, and Kenny's like, look behind you to him, because
Kenny's
he's
yelling
watching
at Randy to look behind him.
He's like, wait, 30 seconds.
Yeah, he realized that there's a 30-second
and the door's
delay.
open, and they're like, frick.
And
Bye, Kenny.
Sid is in after she jumps out the
Oh, wait,
window.
did we say Billy? Oh, yeah, never mind.
After she jumps out the window to get away from Ghostface, she ends up taking refuge in Kenny's van and seeing that whole scene with Randy. So when they're watching the video of Randy and Ghostface behind him, he realizes that it's on a 30-second delay. Kenny does, and he
the
goes,
door's
"Oh my
open.
God, 30-second delay!" And he opens up he opens up the van door, and he's going to go help Randy, and he gets attacked by Ghostface, and he dies too. So that's body count 5. Poor Kenny. They killed Kenny. Dewey and Gail come running back because of Sid's dad's car, and they're looking for Sydney because they think it's her dad doing it. Because Sydney's mom was kind of a hoe, and she was like sleeping around on Sydney's dad. So they think that maybe he's like having like this weird freak out or whatever, and that's why he killed her mom, and that's why he's killing all these kids, and they totally think it's Sydney's dad. Dewey gets Gail hits Randy because she gets totally freaked out by him, because they're just totally freaked out at this point. Dewey gets stabbed in the back by Ghostface. And Sid locks herself in his cop car, and she has to crank the windows up because it's the 90s. It was hilarious.
Crank. And Peppa
But
still has to crank
Ghostface,
off.
but Ghostface has the keys, so she can't leave. So Randy and Stu blame each other when Gail confronts them. Randy's like, he did it, and Stu's like, no, he did it. And so she locks them both out of the house. And Billy comes down the stairs, and there's a Psycho reference. 13 or 14 now? 14?
14.
Okay.
We all go mad sometimes.
We all go a little mad sometimes. And Billy shoots Randy. Oh my God. Not Jamie Kennedy. He told us the rules. Then there's a Carrie reference, 15. So who runs to Stu? Sydney? Yeah, Sydney runs to Stu, and she finds out that it's both of them.
Oh my God.
It's Stu and Billy. They admit they framed Cotton. There's been 2 ghost
Billy
faces
was
the
correctly
whole time.
sus.
Yes. They start slut-shaming Sydney's mom.
So it was 2 imposters among
They
us.
have Sydney's dad tied up. Billy stabs Stu to prove that they were attacked, because like once they kill Sydney, then they're just going to be like, oh, we got attacked too, and they're going to be off the hook. They keep stabbing each other because they're jerks. And Gail has the gun. She snuck in the house and gets the gun. Billy knocks her out because the gun safety is on, and she's trying to shoot him, and she doesn't realize the safety's on, so he knocks her out. She falls on top of Dewey. Stu is dying from the stab wounds, and if you have never seen Scream, you should watch it just for Matthew Lillard's dying scene, because he is hilarious. Give that man an Oscar. Oh my God, he's so funny.
You stabbed me too hard.
Yeah.
Times, dude.
My parents are gonna be so mad at me.
It's hilarious.
So Sydney pops up out of like a closet or something. I don't know where she was, but she stabs Billy with an umbrella. Yeah. And then Sid kills Stu with the TV on his head. She just kills him, which reminded me of, I think it was Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, or 4, the other one after that. I can't remember. One of them he says F the prime time bitch and shoves her head into a TV screen. But it reminded me of that. So Billy attacks Sid. Randy helps her. Gail shoots Billy because she finally figures out how to turn the safety off. Yay, Gail. Billy comes back because Randy goes, this is the part where the killer comes back. And of course, Billy comes back and Sydney shoots him right in the head. The end.
Yeah.
Did you like Scream?
Yes, I did.
You did? I liked Scream too. We got a very special present today from one of my absolute favorite people in the whole wide world, my friend Suzette. I did shoot her wedding, so she had to put up with a lot of garbage from me in the past, but she's still my friend, believe it or not, and I adore her, and she sent us these adorable masks.
And they're so comfy too.
Yep, it's a Jason mask, and we are so very pleased, and we love them
this is
so
fan art,
much.
I guess.
We love them so much. So thank you so much, Suzette. So shout out to Suzette. Woman, you rock. And
Yeah, boy.
make sure you guys go vote, and make sure you like
and subscribe.
And then, what are we gonna see? What are we gonna do tomorrow? Oh, Jaws.
Are we doing Jaws or?
Should we do Jaws or Friday the 13th? You know what? Let's do Friday the 13th. Part 2?
Part 2, so I can see Jason.
He's never seen Jason actually kill anybody. He's only seen Friday the 13th. So we're going to do Friday the 13th,
Voorhees.
Part 2. And we'll see you next time.